All right, we're on.
Good morning. Welcome to Arapahoe Hockey. Good news and bad news. Good news, we get to play hockey. Bad news is this is not the Colorado Extreme team that we played in the Justin Waldron tournament. This is a AA team. So we got potential to take some lumps today.
Well, you know what? They got to keep a good attitude. I'm going to keep a good attitude. And I was kind of thinking about this. A lot of these kids felt like they got snubbed on AA, and I feel like a lot of them did. But if you were AA, this would be the team you're playing.
Right.
So come out and show me what you got, you know?
Yep. My message, I sat with Henry and Elvis right before the game, and I said, hey, we know that this team is tough, but it doesn't matter if the A-Maze Warriors were lining up against the Colorado Avalanche. Go out and see how you size up against a team. See how you can do. See if you can get a goal against a team. See if you can make a great pass. But just go out there with a great spirit. And
you're playing with house money.
Right.
So you may as well go have some fun, see what you can do.
Play hard, have fun, see what happens, and
who knows?
Right, if you lose, who gives a crap? But, I mean,
you're
go out there and score.
Expected to lose, you know, so...
Yeah, but you've seen it in any sport. How many times?
Oh, God, yes.
Didn't. Like, how about DU hockey? The year they won the last national championship, didn't they lose to Augustana in the regular season? And Augustana was a first-year program.
First-year double, or first-year Division I. They were Division II, but first year in Division I.
And they're from Sioux Falls, South Dakota. We're from Denver, Colorado. They shouldn't stack up against us.
They lost to UNLV at first game this year. Same situation.
Yep, and the Gophers game we were all at, the Gophers, I was told by someone from Minneapolis before the game, could get ugly.
Oh, yeah.
Because the Gophers aren't that good this year.
Nope, they aren't.
And I thought, well, we'll see. You know, they're all skilled hockey players. So I don't know Colorado Extreme's record. And I haven't looked it up because they don't play the same opponents as us. I do know that the game on the ice behind us was 10UB White. They had been 3-0 in the tournament, and they played Vernal, Utah, or Vernal, something like that. And that was definitely an A team, and they took some lumps 7-0. And the parents said they played great. The B White actually played really good.
Yeah, I watched a little bit of the game. I thought they played well.
Yeah, so they get a chance to play them in about 3 hours.
Yeah.
So for us here, I think that the story's the same. Win or lose, we get to play Lafayette later on at 3:15 or
3:15, 3:30.
Somewhere around there. But
we'll let you know at the end here.
Right, we're a couple minutes from puck drop, so Colorado Extreme in black, they'll be on your left as the visitors. Arapahoe in white, wearing the beautiful whites, they'll be the home team going right to left to start the broadcast. And we'll get you updated because I can't even begin to tell you who's going to be on what line anymore.
Oh, well, I was told that they're going to go back to the lines that worked in Aspen. Now, whether or not that actually comes to fruition,
I would say,
don't know.
How about the lines that worked in the Justin Waldron tournament?
Yeah, those were good too. You know, and I caught the coach's ear a little bit last night and asked him, and he said, you know, when they were down so much, he was jumbling them around to see if something clicked as far as the line. He's like, at that point, I had to try something, and I was like, I totally.
Pretty straightforward strategy, I think. 100% understand what the coaches do there. I always say, if you're up big or you're down big, let's see what you can do.
Right.
And as I say that, we got Elijah Dotson back at center. So Stewie's on left wing, and it looks like Brexon on right wing. The only difference from how the season started is that would have been Liam Evans on right wing. So I imagine he's running with Paxson again. But Soren and Haggard will be on the backside, and we're going to drop puck. Forgive me for breaking in with the Avalanche just scored too, so it's 1-1 Avalanche. So that's good news. Don't know why they had to start so early. Here we go. We've gained the zone. Little throwdown by Brexon. And now we're turning the other way. It still cracks me up when Soren turns his back to the guy and takes off. He's like, you will not beat me back. So Haggard behind the net. He throws up the boards. Brexton's got to play that. He does.
Oh, there
nice
we
little
go.
play. Brexton's on the outlet. Man, oh, nice kick. So Brexton's able to kick it to his stick, and now it's taken away, but great little play there by Brexton. Haggard goes up, takes a chance. I don't mind that at all, because that, you got Soren on the right spot. So kudos to Soren for being in the right spot. His dad's about 20 feet to
I'm
the
sorry.
right.
Sometimes I get caught up watching the play and not remembering I'm actually supposed to be filming.
Man, we just about had another breakout. Who is that right there? Dotson just about had one. So there's a trip. No call. Stewie gives him a shove in the back for good measure. Forgive us at home. You're not going to be able to see much of this down here.
No, it's kind of a hard view against the boards here.
Nice little poke away, Haggard. We got to stay with him. Okay. Henry just turns and looks and just kind of waves at the puck on the way by. So we're all good there. I was going to say we got Soren's dad about 20 feet from us, so I bet you hear him today. Okay, a few changes come on for both teams. Poked away again. We're having some success there, and good little pass out. That's got to be a trip, and it will be.
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
Jack Webster draws the penalty, and it was set up wide.
With a pass, and it was a
great pass, and forgive me because whoever made that should have got credit. So I don't know if it was Isan or Paxson because we were changing, but Webster got ahead. We got a little pass, but what I was saying before that is we're having some success poking at the blue line on our defensive zone, so I hope that continues. Let's see. Refs, just drop the puck, dude. It's one of my biggest annoyances. Nice little shot by Tommy. Turn and throw. Puck's
oh man, wide open net too.
That was an open net, and Webster threw it over the goalie and somehow missed the net. But he did everything he needed to do there. Nice little poke there. See, we're playing solid on our blue line so far, and hopefully that continues. Big Tom over on the board shuffles it up to Webster. He shuffles it up, and now that's Isan. Isan turns.
Another good pass.
Out.
Oh, just off his stick. That's all right. They're passing the puck. They're moving it.
Isan missed Paxson by about half a foot. There's Tom again. He backpedals a little bit. Nice little play, Elliott. Okay, Jack. See right there. Good on Jack for going to get it. But I think, and that's touch. That's no icing. I think he could have let Clark get it, but it doesn't matter. No icing, so good pressure there. Who's that, Isan? Way to go. Now, and Isan comes up with it. Puck's taken away.
We're in the line change.
Yep, and that's no, hey, Sebastian throws that down. If Isan keeps skating like that, we're going to have good success today, regardless of how it turns out. Hey, there, go get that puck over. I got to tell you, I don't care how the score turns out. There doesn't look like a great disparity in the teams right now. And I don't even know if I said that word right. I don't know words, but
I know words.
There we go. Step in, Elliott. He does. Knocks it down. Great play. And he's going to retreat. He's like, Dad, do I got to get off? And he says no. So
good back pressure there.
Vieira comes in. Elliott in the middle. Thrown on net. Hits the goalie. So, hey, shots on goal. Bryce throws it. Oh, my goodness. Bryce just about got a sneaky goal.
Good pressure. This is some good pressure. If they keep this up, this could be an upset.
Fun fact for you, I scored a goal in men's league to win a game by hitting the back of the goalie. I got set up behind the net, and I knew I couldn't do anything, and I'm not a very good skater. So I just threw it at the back of the goalie. It hit his skates. He tried to spin around, and he kicked it in himself. And I think that's what Vieira tried to do there. So we get everybody on. Vieira throws on net. Elvis! Oh my goodness!
He just got caught up in his feet.
Elvis catches the backhand with the wide open net, and
that's going to be nice.
Elvis is still left-handed, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
And I don't know how he caught that puck on his backhand. Bryce threw it, hit the pads, and I got to tell you, if that's how we're going to be living today, we're going to be living well, because Bryce hits the goalie. I mean, we've hit the goalie 5 or 6 times already, and we're only 3 minutes into the game. So we're still Elvis, Sebastian, and Bryce there. Evans is playing defense today. He's with Haggard. And Elvis gets thrown into the boards. You're going to have to get back up and be tougher than that, kid. Here he comes back, and Extreme's out, and we got to go. Elvis is going to keep back pressing because he has to. Puck's thrown across, thrown through. Good job by Henry. Way to go. Thrown in cross again. Haggard throws out. I think he could have taken his time there. Bryce can't see what's going on anymore.
Yep.
Bryce with a little stick lift, and he comes out. You got time. Elvis, start moving. There you go. Okay.
There you go.
Like a wide receiver in football, you can't just stand there flat-footed and wait for him to pass it to you. Man, Bryce loses the puck. Sebastian and Elvis had just gotten to the spots they needed to be. So now we're chasing down into the corner. Here we go. Thrown out to the point. That's not a good spot for it to be. That's thrown over the net. We're chasing. Okay, Elvis, that's your spot over there. That's your guy. Sebastian, now that's your puck to play. So hopefully Sebastian can stay with that. He does. Puck gets out of the zone.
There we go.
Sebastian's fighting along the near boards, which means none of us get to see much of the action. Bryce tries going through. Sebastian picks up, throws down, and it's tipped.
Good tip.
Dotson tip just came in for Elvis, and he got a little tip at the board. Stay with that, Haggard. There we go. No. Puck escapes the zone. Kono's going to turn and chuck. Good time for him to get off. Here he goes.
Yep, that could be too many.
How did we get a whistle on that?
The goalie's pad fell off.
Okay, no problem. I
thought it was too many men there for a second, but
I don't know if I've seen that called other than it got called on me because I tried to take Henry out of a game last year once, and I tried to get the extra skater on about a half a second too early.
Usually when they call it, it's like of all the times you're going to call it.
And I didn't use foul language, I can tell you that, because I've seen that never works with coaches and refs. But I was like, are you freaking kidding me? Ooh, good tip there by Dotson. Second tip. So I got to tell you that we're 7 minutes ago in the first period, and still not a big disparity. And Dotson with a great play. Stewie can't. Is that Stewie? Yeah, Stewie's trying to grab it above his head, so it probably wouldn't have counted anyway. But he's like, how many times do I play a puck 7 feet in the air? Nice. Got to get spread out though. So Brexton and Dotson got a little too close together. There comes Extreme. Comes through the neutral zone. This is where someone just step up and get him soaring.
There you go. Good.
Now we're going to turn at net. Okay, Dotson's on there. Patrick just gives a yay. Patrick doesn't seem as animated today as he was yesterday, but I'm looking forward to it. Like I said, he's only 20 feet from us, so I'm looking forward to hearing it.
He turns into a different guy when the puck drops.
Yesterday, it took me the whole first period to figure out who was yelling. But I enjoy it because if I was on the bench, I would be the one yelling, and Rachel's probably thankful of that. Last year, I used to yell like a lunatic the whole game on the bench. Oh man, that puck is kicked by Henry. The Extreme player tried throwing it back. Nice. Ooh. Henry all over that one. Nice play there. Big Tom saves a goal. I'm sure of it.
Good puck movement.
Eson out in the open. He tries getting around, but he's on to his backhand, so now you got to turn and look. There you go. Good pass. No, it misses everybody. There we go. We got numbers, so Henry with the stop.
Way to clear the net.
Tommy again with the deflection, so per usual, Tom's strong. Scooped by Henry, the first baseman.
First baseman, yep. Shortstop, first base.
So I don't know how it appears on the camera, but you can see Ryan McGrady, Derek Vieira, and Luke Evans, so I can see even less of the game now down there. And there's not much we're going to do about that. I don't know if you've heard Ryan on the broadcast. He can be...
He's rocking the old soup strainer.
Oh. All right. We are back out. Nice. Dang it, we just missed. Jack goes down trying to play that in the open, but I'm telling you, if we keep getting that play right there in the open ice, here we go. Here's Eson. He's got one-on-one. He passes to Jack. Jack fires on goal. Great play.
Great play.
Great play, Warriors.
Good job, boys.
And forgive us for getting a little loud on the broadcast, but we didn't see a lot of that yesterday, and I want to encourage of that. We live like that, and we're going to stay on their end. We are 4 minutes to go in the 4.5 to go in the first period, and here we go, Elvis. Oh, Elvis bangs off the pads, and I got to tell you, Elvis told me yesterday the coaches don't want him to do that, to stand back on the right wing, and I told him, I said, Elvis, that's your business. I'm not going to tell you yes or no. You handle that.
Yep.
Because if I undermine the coaches, I'm not doing my job. But I kind of like the way he stands. But I can't say that. So here we go. We're back down behind our goal line now. So everybody get in your spots. Elvis is up in the high middle where he's supposed to be. Bryce kicks. Turn around, Bryce. That puck slid through. Back of the net. Dang it. That was not good luck for us. So 4 minutes to go in the first period, and Extreme finds the net. Guy kind of floating around, and that's what happens is it's always, you see that the guy picks it up and just turns and spins and shoots, so the goalie has no clue where it's going to go.
That's all right. We're still in good shape here.
Right, and hopefully the boys just keep playing the way they've been playing, because we've been the better team predominantly. I mean,
No.
I'm not just a homer here. We've been the better team in the first period. Here we go. Puck is poked away temporarily by Dotson. Nice play there by Haggard. Now Haggard's going to have to chase. Haggard and McGrady on the backside. Someone on that board. There you go. Puck's thrown through the middle and chipped out by Dotson. Okay, now Stream sets back. Offsides. Thank you. That's the one where I'm on the bench. I'm a little bit more vocal than I need to be probably, but just want to make sure the ref's paying attention. And you can tell why. I mean, they had an advantage there if that's not called. So we'll drop puck right in front of us. This is definitely Stewie in front of us, and you can only see his helmet at this point. Now I can see his letters, but Stewie, Dotson, and Brexon. McGrady and Haggard still on the back end. Brexon comes out of there and pokes. Brexon's been strong on that and just not had the best luck yet. Puck's thrown over the net. Henry just offers at it but doesn't want to touch it if he doesn't have to. So puck's down here on the near boards again. So for all we know,
Must have been an offsides or something. I don't know.
not sure, maybe offsides by Extreme, and we'll take that. We're going to set up shop basically same spot we just did on the last break, but we're going to do it this time with Eson, Paxson, and Jack on the forwards, and then now we got Clark and Moen on the backside, and Moen's able to clear the zone, so that's what you're looking for. Goes through a player, so there won't be any icing. They just turn and little puck panic by the Extreme, so that's what pressure does for you. Puck's on the near boards, so we can't see. Soren saves, I can tell you that much. Soren saves again, and not able to rescue that one. Now we got to turn around. So we got Clark back, he's flat-footed, and he holds his ground. So the good is that Clark wasn't afraid to stand in front of the train. The bad was that he was flat-footed, but it did not work against him there.
Looks like slappers don't work too well for Extreme either.
No, slappers aren't working for your 10-year-old. So if you got a 10-year-old at home that's in this game or not in this game, let's try to discourage the slap shots for a few years. Hey, there we go. Elliott picks it up, throws through the middle.
That's okay.
It's going to be an icing, but it was in the right area.
Yeah,
so,
it kind of looked like maybe he was trying to pass it up the middle, just got a little too much on it.
Yep. So that'll be a line change for them. So that's your reward again. We've covered this before. If you don't want to get short shifted, don't ice it and don't be offsides. And, you know, hey, I mean, it's not like you're getting sent to your room.
No, but they're going to keep fresh legs on there.
And that makes perfect sense. So Vieira, Schroeder, and Kono in now. Get that away from there. Stopped by Henry.
Good save.
Henry with the big blocker save, and thank goodness. Is that what no, is the blocker the one up on the arm?
Yes.
So that's just the pad save.
That's
then.
a pad.
Okay. I think they would say kick save and a beauty.
Kick save. The old Cujo.
So we got to come back here. What did we have on this end? We just ice it again?
Yeah, we just ice it.
Okay. So we're going to set up down here again. Evans and Haggard down there on the backside. Still got Bryce's line in. Puck's dropped, thrown through, and Bryce backhands, but loses control. Hey, somebody put a body on him. There you go. Too much space again, guys. Too much space. There we go. Haggard, there you go. Haggard, he picks up and throws to Kono. Kono slides, and now Bryce will pick up, so space out here. Bryce comes along the boards. You got room. Dang it. Bryce with the good pass attempt, but the defenseman pulled that away from him. And Evans smothers a dude into the boards. Good attempt there to basically rub that guy into the wall. Oh, nice save. Henry with that's the blocker save.
That's the blocker save.
So Elvis comes out. Get that puck out of there, Elvis. He does. Puck's thrown back down in the feet. Back again. Ping pong. Here we go. Man. We are just missing again, and we're going to get called for icing. We're getting in the right direction.
We are. They're just a couple feet out, but they're moving the puck.
Yep.
So the small victories, we'll take them.
Emerson really with the good pass forwards. He had 3 guys ahead of him, and I'd be screaming to him, move the puck if he didn't, but he moved it up there. Just missed the tape to Sebastian, and bang, that puck's in someone's feet. Henry there just kicks it to the side. Go cut that off now. Nice pass. They just flip it out, so let's go pressure him. Too much space. There's too much space for the defensemen. Yep, the forwards have to play out here.
They have to come meet him. And
so I don't know why Patrick's not screaming at the forwards yet to get out to cover the defensemen, because I don't want to scream on the broadcast. So I'm waiting for Patrick to do it. 35 seconds to go in the period. It's been a really strong period, I think.
I think so too.
And hopefully the boys just keep playing, because hey, what do you got to lose? I mean, we've put the puck on their goalie a bunch of times. We've had the puck in their zone, but as it is, we got to cut that stuff off right there. Puck's definitely in feet. So we got 2 defensemen into the boards and a whole bunch of parents down there, so we can't see anything. And it's just piling up now. More and more people are coming.
Oh, geez.
Somebody's got to go.
Put that kid on his butt.
Okay. The forwards have to get up out away from the goalie. Like if I had a cattle prod, I would be down there shocking them away from our goalie. Forwards have to be up or you have no one to pass to. So puck's thrown off. There we go. End of the period. So I'm just going to scream at Henry quick. There you go, Henry! So I don't think that was the worst period ever, and I think the 2 goals were preventable.
Well, you can say that about every goal, really.
That's true.
But yeah, you know, I will take them passing, and not attacking. If we're gonna work on one thing at a time.
Well, really, if you were watching this game right now, if I hadn't told you that Extreme was a AA team, you would think they don't look much different than the team we played in the Waldron tournament, because we have raised our level of play. And we've had shots on net. We had some chances. Elvis had a backdoor wide open, and it rolled off his stick. Bryce banged off the back of the goalie. And Jack and Isan were down there putting pressure on the net. I mean, so we've had some good pressure in their end. And on our end, what's starting to happen is their forwards are kicking it out to the defensemen, and that's causing problems because we don't have our forwards up high enough. So can we make that adjustment? It remains to be seen. So we got, I want to nickname the lines, but I just don't even know. We used to have the hustle line, and this isn't far off because Stewie and Dotson are the leaders in the clubhouse as far as hustle goes.
They're also leaders in penalty minutes.
Well, nobody asked about penalties. So we should put Isan on the line with them.
That would be a gritty line.
How about, if you've been ejected from a game, you should be on this line.
Let's hope that doesn't happen again.
No. Of course we don't ever want that, but we want the style. I mean, you want
toughness, aggressiveness.
Yeah, exactly. And anybody that knows all three of those kids, they're probably the nicest three kids on the team. Henry's right up there with them, and I don't know, maybe Elvis is too. He's a pretty nice kid.
They're all pretty good kids. They're a pretty good tribe.
Yeah, they're normally really, like when you see them off the ice, I guess is what I'm getting to, is like Elijah, Stewie's supposed to get off the ice. The Abs are up 2-1, just to give everybody an update. I haven't even been watching it, but it's at my feet. So Avalanche just scored again, so that's good for us. Looks like maybe it was Brock, but anyway, we're down 2-0, so let's make it 2-1 here. Stuff there, get that away from the net. Good play there, Clark. Way to go, Henry.
Oh, he's trying. He was trying.
Nice. So let's get this. Here we go. Turn around. Isan gets it and tries to slide over to Webster. That's pulled to Isan. Gets a shot on goal. Good job, Isan. Okay. Not his strongest rip ever, but on goal. As you seen earlier, when Bryce put it on goal, hit the pads. I can't even remember who else, but we've been hitting their pads and getting some loose change.
Yep, that's when you attack the net. Follow your shot.
Now we go back to Isan, Jack, and Paxton. Clark and Tommy on the back end. Tommy's going to rip, and in the skates. That's very poor luck there. Hurry up, Clark. Oh, Clark goes down, which is going to leave guy wide open. Kicks it in by Henry.
Oh, Henry with the save.
Great play, pass out, nice, and just off of Jack's stick. Here we go, somebody's got to get over there. That's got to be you, Tom. Tom's going to go play it. He's like, get out of the way. So the forward might as well just stay down. I don't think there's any reason for the forward to chase up. Here we go. Oh, man. Jack just tried to do what Colorado Extreme's been doing to us, and he wasn't able to find his guy. Glove by Henry, smothered.
Did you see how they forced him to the boards?
Yep.
He didn't give up the middle. Henry will he'll make 99% of those saves. So.
And yeah, he absolutely will. You've seen down here on this end that Jack tried to find our defenseman to do what Extreme's been doing to us, and got intercepted, and that's fine. It was a good attempt. And here we go. We got Bryce, Elvis, and Sebastian back on. Swing by them, but it's out of the zone. So turn. There you go. He's swinging. Elvis, pressure. Dang it. That's why you don't hesitate. So again, I want to scream at him and just say, stop hesitating and just pressure, because he almost had a breakaway. Puck is thrown about 2 to 3 feet to the right of the net. Here we go. Sebastian's out in open ice, and he pushes through. Bryce will pick up. Oh, he has it taken away from behind. So now we got to go the other way. Good passing by Extreme again, and man, here they go again. Back of the net. The passing is different for them because they're hitting their players in the tape, and we're not. And we're close.
They're real close.
So I'm hoping they don't get discouraged by that, because they have been very close on the passing. But as you've seen when we got down here, we're still trying to push the puck through the other team's sticks instead of just passing it. So pass more. I mean, we are passing, and which is keeping us in the game, but we need to pass more. Quicker, too. So now here comes Extreme, and see, that's what happens. He didn't pass it to anybody, it gets knocked away. Now, granted, he was ahead of everybody, so he didn't know who to pass it to, but that's what happens. You're not going to skate through 3 people. So Extreme, look at that. Fortunately, their guy falls down, so here's a pretty simple rule of thumb for defensemen. 1 guy on the puck, 1 guy in the house.
Yep.
Dotson comes forward and tries sliding through the legs and loses. Turn around, Elijah, he just flips without looking, which is kind of our calling card. So here we go the other way, chasing. Nice little breakaway there, good job. Now we got to turn back around. Puck's ripped off the crossbar. There we go. Liam goes back to the house, which is good.
Oh, no.
He's good.
We flew that in. They waved it off.
Okay. Puck was in the net, but it was thrown in the net by the defense, or by the forward. So clearly no goal.
It was a nice try.
So those are the ones, if you don't understand at home why the coaches and parents lose their minds, because if that wasn't called, we would all been freaking out. And it's happened. Last year in the Aspen Championship, the first goal of the game was ours, and he said it didn't go in. And we're like, the scoreboard people are neutral. They're from Aspen, and they counted it as a goal. All the parents celebrated. All the other teams' parents got dejected.
Booed.
And he comes and tells us it's no goal. And that one still resonates with me a little bit.
The ones that stick with you, you're going to be 80 going,
Yep.
this one time.
Well, the details in the matter is it was Littleton Black. Puck is gloved by Henry. Great save. And Littleton Black ended up winning the game. They scored later. That would have made it 1-0 us. They went up 1-0. And they're a thorn in our side, of course. Henry with just an amazing save there with the glove. And Extremes got their footing now. And they're starting to get a little momentum. And they're a double-A team, so this is what we knew we were up against. But we got to find a way to take momentum back. Puck's dropped there, kicks out. We gotta get a forward up there. Okay, puck is skated out by Ober. So the good thing there is that Ober's able to skate that puck out right, but he's not supposed to be by our goalie. So the good and the bad. Now I want my defenseman to either skate. Here we go. We got trouble again.
Another
save.
great save. Henry's on his game today.
Yeah, thank goodness Henry's in there. It could be a little worse. I mean, he had one on the breakaway with this 96, who's been a problem the whole game, which he just throws one through, and good pass. Now somebody push him out of there. There you go, Clark. Okay. Now we're not advocating for violence like usual, but when they're poking at your goalie and he's got it, remove him.
Let him know you're there.
I don't know if you do the push the stick in the skates thing anymore, but just go and put your body into theirs. A little elbow bumping room, you know. Puck's thrown on net. Elliott smothers. Good job, Elliott. Or why am I saying Elliott now? Holy cow.
Could be Elliott. We don't know. Maybe he borrowed the pet. Maybe they switched. We didn't know.
Yep. Elliott's in goal now. So yeah, Elliott was on the last play where I wanted him to shove the guy, and he did. And Henry with another good save there is what happened. For those of you at home, nobody switched goals.
No, I'm being facetious.
Sebastian comes out of there with it, but he's not on that team. So here, dang it, Bryce tries stabbing at one. Sebastian misses, so that puck's going to go down harmlessly behind the net. Every once in a while I forget I have the Avalanche game on literally at my feet, and so I look down and
miss something?
Yeah, and miss something. It's a commercial now, but Henry just takes a look at one that hits the side of the net. Bryce comes out of there with it, so a little slash there, no call. I'd like to have that call, sir. And Bryce gives him the business again.
Giving him the business.
One thing our Warriors will not be afraid to do is a little rubbing.
Give him a little.
What do we got now?
business.
Are we going to take Bryce to the box?
I wonder what for.
Oh, come on.
Let's see what the signal is
So,
here.
Bryce is going to visit the sin bin. I don't see exactly what the call is.
And
but
he didn't give the hand signal either. So
yeah, I can tell you with 100% certainty it was a bad call. So you're the official on this. You say good call or bad call.
I didn't even see a penalty. So
Come on now.
I guess I'd have to say bad call.
Oh man, Henry offers that one over the net. Tommy's going to turn and look and just throws it into the middle, which is perfect. Gives us a chance to set up. Minute 19 on the Vieira penalty. Bang, good collision there at center ice. Go get it again, Jack. Jack tried to separate man. We don't have enough pressure on him. Okay. 1-on-3, I don't think he should have that much room to shoot. But as I can tell you, I can't play defense worth a crud. So as it is, minute 10 to go in the penalty. We're setting up shop again in front of our goalie. 7:45 to go in the second period. Arapahoe still trying to find a way to break through this extreme, basically, defense. I mean, right here, they're kicking out. Got time. That's thrown down on Henry, and he smothers.
He makes it up, and they're pushing him out of there.
Yep. I think the puck actually found its way into the net after the whistle, but Doesn't matter.
That's after the whistle.
All right. 58 seconds to go in the penalty. 7:30 in the period. I guess I could catch up on who's out there. Eson took draw. Evans is with him. McGrady and Dotson. So I keep forgetting that Liam is playing defense. There's a nice little swing by Extreme, and Henry with the big glove save. Great play by Henry. So I'm sure Rebecca's watching nervously at home as Carl's flying back from Scottsdale right as we speak. And she's just like, would somebody get the puck away from Henry? And the way the game started, we were actually living by their goalie. But of course, we're on the PK right now. But as it is, see this sort of no one's coming forward. Go get it. And the puck finally finds the back of the net. You have to get the forwards out. And eventually, if they just keep shooting at the goalie, it's going to get in there. So not only did we allow him to catch the puck, the defenseman said, can I come a little closer to the net? And he kept walking in and nobody jumped out.
I heard the coaches yell for some pressure, and right then is when he shot it. And you could see him right then start to come out.
And I can tell you that I don't know if it's a learning process or I don't know, I wouldn't want to say I'm evolving because Lord knows that's not happening. But I would be screaming over there, so I don't know how I don't do it as much as I want to. Like, you ought to get out on the shooter, right? So everybody's down here because I can't see any of our players anymore. And Brexton pokes away, but now he's going to have to get over to that side. See, Brexton, your job is to not let him around that corner right there. And as I say that, he pokes away, but now get up high. So Brexton get up high into the middle, and he does. So it looks like we're fairly decent spacing, but both of our defensemen are by the goalie. And so that causes a little bit too much traffic. So Soren goes down, and nice. That's, I don't know. I think we could have had a call on that. Little cross-check to the back there. Soren hit the deck pretty hard. I thought it was fairly obvious. Puck's banged out there. Spun around, so Soren's gonna have to get a chase. Liam or Stewie, get out of there. So, got to get our forwards up high. This is where we want them to be. So see, that's where our backside forward's supposed to be. And that's why they're shooting wide open again. Get out of there, forwards. So, yeah, after I just tried to give myself credit for not yelling at him, here I am. So, offsides on Extreme. Patrick starts screaming at the forwards to get out away from the goalie, please. Patrick's looking at me and going, it's like, I know I should, but. All right. Brian comes into net. Henry gives away.
All right, we got the Wanger in.
Wanger's on board. He gives a little wave to the ref and says, I'm ready. So I'll try to get back to actually broadcasting the game and crying less. Bryce comes out of there with it. Now Elvis. Elvis turns and throws to Bryce. Just skate with the puck. Throw it out. There you go. Perfect play. It might be an icing, but it's still a perfect play.
I think that's going to make it.
Okay.
It was a good play, though. Good play. That's a way to get it out of there. Get it out of trouble. Get it out of harm's way.
Right. Skate with the puck, Elvis.
And Bryce.
When they're at the blue line, you can't just throw it into people's feet. All right. You probably still hear me because I'm standing a foot from Sean, but I actually unplugged my mic to yell at Elvis during the break, and I'm sure he appreciates that. But right in front of the net, backhanded in by number 96. And not much the winger can do on that. He's upset, but
he can't be upset with himself there. He was left wide open.
I tell you what, though, if 96, who clearly is one of their best players, if he has enough time to take the puck in the crease and switch from forehand to backhand in the crease, it's too much time.
Yeah.
So maybe you want to start just assigning like Tom to him. You know how they do that sometimes?
Yeah, right. That's your guy.
Yep. Every time 96 comes on the ice, then Tom comes on the ice, and just start separating him from the crease. Because that's 2 or 3 for 96, and not to disparage him whatsoever. He's looks like a tremendous player. But Let's not let him set up shop in there. Puck slipped through. Here we go. Jack kicks,
there you go.
and Jack could have just fallen down there and had a penalty, I swear. Like they seen the stick in the skates. And we get another offside, or icing there. So we'll go all the way back down by our goalie. If you're trying to catch up on the rules at home, if you throw the puck down past their goalie behind the goal line from beyond the red line, I guess I should say, it's icing. And that makes you set up back there. That's why you don't want to do it. How many times do you think icing gets called a game?
Oh, God, probably 30.
Played with the high stick, so that'll bring the face-off out of the zone. Puck was thrown through there, and maybe you know this rule better than I, because I know if you're not the first person to touch it after you touch it with the high stick, then it's okay?
If your team can't, if the other team touches it, it's live.
Okay.
If you or your teammate touch it, it's high stick.
Right. So the extreme player offered at it and made contact as it was above the shoulder. So it was a high stick, and then they were the first to grab it. So you gained an advantage.
Exactly.
And so we just set up, and now we're back down in our zone. So there's Tom. See where Tom's at now? Now stay. You don't have to come out there. I want him to stay there. And Clark's in the house now. So I want Clark to get this guy out of there if the puck comes down. And doesn't need it. This will be ice. No icing.
No icing. No icing.
So Jack
yeah,
can go.
good hustle. Good hustle. Oh, there's a slew foot. Yeah, can't do the old slew foot there.
No, hopefully Jack's okay on that. Definitely the old slew foot there. So for me, if I'm playing, you might have got a stick to the chest, and then I'd have been kicked out of the game. But you put your stick in the back of my skates, and we're going to have words. So hopefully Jack's okay.
I don't think that's been legal for a while.
No. Nathan McKinnon got slew-footed, and Gabe beat the bejesus out of someone about 4 years ago. And they take it really seriously.
Oh, yeah.
Because you don't want to land on the back of your head.
Nope, that's how you get really hurt.
Yep, Stewie!
Oh!
Okay, we finally had some action towards their net again. And as I say that, guy goes down, Stewie.
Go pressure him,
There he go. No!
Oh, we got too many guys
its way through three of us.
We got too many guys upstairs.
So, hey,
we got
icing though when we get to go back here. I seen. Now it's hard for us to see the play on the near boards.
Right.
But one of our parents threw an arm up there, calling for us to get a 5-on-3, which I'm all for.
Oh yeah, I'll take that. The whole
game. So I don't know what the call was. That one of the guys fell down. It wasn't Stewie. It must have been the other forward. And as I say that, you see where the other forward's standing? So it's funny to me that Elvis got hollered at, and it's like all of our forwards are doing it. But as I said on the broadcast, I will not tell Elvis I will not tell him don't do what the coach says. That's their business.
Yeah. You don't want any sort of confusion.
Nope, that's your business. If you keep doing that and the coach tells you no and he punishes you, then that's on you. So here we go out with nice angle attempt, Gregson. And so 1-on-3, what happened?
I think he was offsides.
So 96 was coming 1-on-3 against us and must have pulled the puck behind.
Yeah, they had a player over here on the
I
side
didn't even see him because the near boards again, we can't see half the game.
Yeah, so I think he was offsides.
Right, so Avalanche are back on my phone while we have a little break here, but I don't see the scoreboard just yet. Must be the start of the second period. So it's still 2-1 Avalanche, so that's good news for us, and here we go. Nice pass to Bryce. If Bryce can get a shot here, let's get keep that in. To the net, Liam. Perfect. Now somebody go attack it. Bryce is going to fight with that guy, and he usually wins. So the guy goes down, and you can't call that on Bryce if they call that.
That was a good reverse check. I thought that was solid.
If this is a penalty on Vieira, the ref can...
Oh, I think they're calling it on them.
Good.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know what I was going to say there, but I wasn't going to say anything derogatory towards the ref, of course, because I thought they called that on Bryce. The guy shoved him, and Bryce butted him.
Yeah, a little reverse check.
Yeah, a little reverse check, which is competitive contact. So we're on the 5-on-3 for 20 seconds. The big line out there, Sebastian, Elvis, and Bryce, which is funny because they're just bigger. Oh, man. Puck's poked away into the open space, so this is going to kill off one of the penalties, which stinks. So we got to get it away from him. Sebastian does. Now look up. You got room. Look up. And now he does. And
just a bit offside.
so there's been the bane of my frustration from day one is the forward had to stop on the blue line, and then that takes away your momentum. It caused an offsides. Every advantage we had, we gave away because we didn't pass to the person in front of us.
I actually talked to the coaches about that, and they said that's been their biggest frustration as well.
Of course it is, because they're dealing with 10-year-old kids. And it's every player, mine included. Look up. And that's hockey in a nutshell, is learn how to look up. Jack gets one off the goalie. Okay, so that's trending in the right direction. Go get that, Thomas. He does. Throws through, so good job there. Now we got to go pressure him. Oh, puck escapes the zone. Soren flips back. Everybody's out. So here we go. Get in the play.
Get in there and help.
Come on, guys. We're still 5-on-4. Puck's thrown towards the net. Isan at the net. Good stuff there. Let's go. Let him have it. Isan and
good
Jack.
pressure. Good pressure.
Paxton at the net.
Good pressure.
Scooped off to the side. That's going to be a penalty pretty much every day of the week.
That's
And the whistle's blown as Isan plays it. So 14 seconds will be 4-on-4, and then we're going to be 4-on-5 after that. And let's see how many minutes Isan gets on that one. I can say definitively that we're fighting back.
we are. Yeah.
So goal for the Avalanche makes it 3-1. So at least some of our boys are doing well. They get paid better than us, though. All right, minute 30 is on the board on the wrong. No, it's on the correct side. So we're 14 seconds of 4-on-4. Stewie, who's Stewie been running with? Elijah. So Elijah and Stewie out there, and yeah, you got to move. Stewie, there's no reason to sit back, and now there is. So that's where, as soon as your guy gets close to the blue line, then we got to move. Puck scored it out, so let's go. And now we're shorthanded, so I kind of get the peel off. Minute 8 to go. Let's see if we can kill this one off and get a little momentum going. Stewie tries banging from behind. That's how you get yourself a slash, though.
Or a hook.
Puck hits Brian.
Wanger with a good save.
Yep, Wanger with a great save there. Puck escapes the zone. Is this going to be ice? It will be. So kills a little time.
Yeah, he was trying. Thought he was.
45 seconds to go in the Isan penalty, and I'm not on game sheets or anything like that. I can't tell you if he got dinged up for anything more than just a minor roughing.
I wouldn't think so. Well, minute 30, that kind of tells me it's standard.
It's kind of one of those things where you're like, this game's hard enough and you're in my way, and he just kind of uses his elbow to get around to try to separate the guy from the puck, and the guy went down, and shot ripped, and it's tipped over the net. I think it's a good thing that puck was tipped by them. Otherwise, I think we might have been in the net. But as I say, that great move, Tommy, out in the open ice, perfect pass.
Oh man!
Good pass, Tommy!
Good job, boys.
So good stuff there to end the period, but unfortunately we ran out of time because we had Tommy and Bryce basically on a 2-on-1, and great pass tape to tape, Tommy. I want to start counting our actual tape to tape passes one of these games and see how many we actually get. There's one, but most of our passes are taped to about 6 inches in front of where the guy is stretching to be.
But I really like that they're trying.
Love the passing.
And it's that's one of those things that practice makes perfect.
Yep.
So I keep doing it.
Yeah,
sooner or later, one's going to end up on the tape.
The more you pass, the easier the game gets.
For
everybody. And it's hard to see it hard to see the forest despite the trees, right? When you're in it, it's hard to see that if you actually pass it, you might end up with a wide open shot.
That's just it.
And that wide open shot you get is going to be easier than any shot you get getting into 1-on-3 traffic, because it always just gets aggravating. You try to shoot and someone bangs your stick. All right, now we have. Oh, we're still on the PK, so that's why we got Bryce and
32
Paxton.
more seconds.
Emerson and Elliott on the backside. I think we should get more kids with the E for the first name. Like, why don't we have an Eddie and an Evan? You know, get a couple of those guys, Elias.
Emery.
We got so many of them that I've called Elvis Elliott a couple times on the broadcast. And Elvis, as I say that, see, I was about to call it Elliott Elvis. He was realizing that he should jump up as a forward, which he should on that face-off. And now here comes 96 again. He's been a problem.
Oh, great save.
So let's turn and look. Take your time, Bryce, and just skate with it. Skate with it and kill out some of this clock.
That's
it's
all right.
poked
That's
away,
all right.
but that ate up a lot of clock. No, he missed one there. So here comes Elliott. He's going to chase and knock that puck off, of course. Puck slid through. Perfect play by Bryce.
Good defensive play.
Yep, Bryce skates out of there. Penalty's over. So let's go already. Penalty's over.
Stay
Let's
with
get
it.
this
Stay
guy
with
on the
it.
ice. Here we go. Puck is down here on the near. We pause a lot on the broadcast because when it's on the near boards, it's impossible to see.
Yeah, you just get.
So hockey's
Sometimes
being
it's
played
over here, and I'm watching here, going, I don't know, guessing where it is.
Yep. When it's down there, I always just want to say, hey, there's some hockey being played right here, but we can't see
it.
So puck is not poked away by Jack. Would have been great there. Hard to tell if he got it or not until they come out here.
Oh, almost cut him off.
Bryce with the good pressure, so keep that up. Banged off the boards by Clark. Look up. Oh, he's ahead. I thought Bryce was still there. So, and Paxson tried. So as we get back, 17 walks through us. There we go. Nice play there, Haggard. And puck is back on the stick cleanly, thrown into the feet. See, too many guys in the hen house here. Too many roosters down there.
Yep.
You got to have someone to pass to. Bryce,
way to keep with it. To keep with it.
Where's the help? All right, here comes Extreme again. Ryan offers at it on the way by. Pretty clean shot attempt again for Extreme, so that's what we want to cut down. Another clean rip. Nope. Now our guys running with each other because they're in the. Our guys are down where they're not supposed to be. Puck's in the net.
Oh, nope, he just waved it off.
Forwards get away from the goalie. So
maybe goalie interference? Maybe.
I got to tell you, I'm disappointed that Patrick's not beat red and just screaming forwards get away from the goalie because I can't scream it on the broadcast. But the goalies have there's two forwards on the ice. They have to be above the face-off dots at all time. The center is allowed to chase down there because it makes sense for the center to be all over. But we can't have 5 roosters in the hen house. You can only have 3.
No, but when you pass like that, that's it creates confusion.
Yes.
Which is why you need to pass more. So.
Yeah, because they're only 10. You can only chase the puck for so long.
Right.
So what was the call down here? Why wasn't it a goal?
The only thing I can think of is maybe bumped our goalie. Maybe, I don't know.
Extreme's broadcast partner. Okay.
Is that still a rule?
Puck's thrown on net. The Extreme broadcast dude is down here about 15 feet to our left, and he was with us yesterday at the end of the Lafayette game, and we had some good laughs there, but he just said he doesn't know why it wasn't a goal. Ouch! Dotson takes one somewhere where it didn't feel good. No kidding.
There we go.
More screaming, Patrick. So Patrick just screamed at the forwards, and I'm like, more. There we go. Puck finds its way to Brexton. Gets it through the feet, so now he's flying down there. I don't know if film study is a thing that we would want to start looking into, but
we do a little bit. You know, we only do like 10 minutes just because it gets a little overwhelming. You start critiquing a little too much. So I usually pick out like a couple plays, and I make like a mental note, like 3 minutes into the second, so I can go back and watch. You know.
Well, I go back and watch the broadcast some days because, like you, I drive around a little bit for work. And so I'll just listen to them to see how dumb I sound on some of these plays, like screaming at the refs. So you got someone ahead of you there, Haggard. There you go, nice. Nice. And that puck's thrown down like just a little bit to the left of the goal, but nice action there. That's what you want to see. Now we got to cut him off. Nice rip, nice stab at it by Brian. Knocks the stick out of his hand, so must have something on it. Ooh. Haggard fires out, turn and skate.
There you go, there you go.
So Elvis is skating. Now look. Okay, Elvis is looking. He had to slow. So Elvis had to have Sebastian slow down. So that's the same stuff I've been talking about. Sebastian had to slow down and wait for you because he's ahead of you. Backside.
Blocker save. All right, now you go. Now you go.
Oh, Elvis misplays the puck there and puck's off sides.
I don't think it was, but we'll take it.
Well, Philadelphia just scored, so now it's 3-2 Avalanche. All I know for sure, I don't even really have to keep that on because I'm not watching any of it anyway.
It's nice to get the update here every few minutes.
Elvis had the puck and Sebastian had to stop on the blue line. So then clearly you should have moved it. And so he came through and tried to get himself a shot. And I can tell you some of the kids do get frustrated that they don't get any shots. So I can see that, but make the right play. As I say that, Extreme's back in the neutral zone, passing. Tommy gets after it, and he'll just calmly skate around and turn and fire it the other way.
The Hammer has made his entrance. Good old Jamar's here.
Brian offers at it and gets a glove on it. The puck goes behind the net. Now it's in front.
Good way to get it out of there.
Yep. Brian just held his ground there. That puck goes through, so our forward over there. So where's the forward?
There you go.
So this is why we're at a shooting gallery again, because our forwards are nowhere near where they're supposed to be, and it's all levels of hockey. It's got to be you got to see some improvement, otherwise that's what you're going to be up against. Fired over the net. Extreme's having a good time out there. It's like, hey, we're going to start working on our shots, guys, and hopefully a bit to that. Paxton steps in front of one. Puck is knocked away. Tommy has it go through the feet. Soren's going to give chase down here on the near boards. So Soren has it rubbed away there, and now it's back to Tommy. Dude tries running into Tommy and doesn't like it per usual. That's what will happen when you try to run through Tommy. You usually end up on the ground, and it's about the 45th time we've seen it this year. Tommy will have the puck behind the net, and he'll go to spin, and someone tries to run through him to take the puck, and it never works out well. He's solid on his feet, good balance, and big kid.
Yeah. Hey, pick a fight with the. How's it go?
Yep.
Don't pick a fight with the Lone Ranger.
There we go. Good to see him up, because clearly nobody wants to see anybody hurt. So I'm guessing his head ran into Tommy's shoulder, because he's probably a half a foot shorter than him, which is most kids on the ice. All right, Arapahoe, we got 5.5 minutes to go in the game. It's 5-0, of course, as you can see on the screen.
I'm not displeased with that score. I think we're playing really well.
Nope, this team lost to Ogden 6-2. Here we go. Brexton steps through. Get one on net, Brex. Dang it, he has it poked away as he tries to slide around to the other hand. So now let's put pressure on the puck. Brian stabs at one. Puck is flipped out. Dotson skates the open ice. Come on, Elijah. And he's chased down by 96.
He still has the control.
He throws it down on the goal, and nobody's there.
A little shot.
And great play by Elijah to spin around. Great job to get it towards the net. Your buddy's got to be there. And really, when you're not there, you're only hurting yourself because you got a little chance to get a goal.
Yeah, juicy rebound, tip in.
Yep. Bryce, Elvis, and Sebastian back out on the forwards. Liam and Big Murrow out there on the backside. Here we go, Bryce. Come on, rip, Bryce. Elvis.
There we go.
Pass, Bryce.
Tic-tac-toe, buddy. tic-tac-toe.
So,
Great pressure, great pass, and great finish.
good pass, Bryce! So I unplugged the mic there to yell because I need these guys need to be encouraged on every single play that we have in that direction. What an incredible pass. Great shot by Elvis to be there on the backside, like I was just saying about the last play. Get yourself on the back door so you get a chance to get a goal. And Bryce, oh man, Bryce had an angle, tried ripping one. Elvis behind the net, spinorama, good play. Throws it in front, and Sebastian and Bryce got to get away from each other. Sebastian needs to be on the left doorstep. So I think Bryce was in the right spot, and Sebastian's a little bit on top of him. So spread out a little bit. Elvis put a spinorama on the guy behind the net and tried to find his dudes in front of the net. And when I say dudes, they were both there. So good action by us again. Let's live down there.
Yeah.
I mean, 5-1 in the third. We've represented ourselves well against a AA team, I think.
Yeah.
We had a lot of action, too, in the first period. The second period wasn't great for us.
No, it wasn't bad though.
No, it wasn't.
To be honest, I thought.
There was times where Henry kept us in the game, and they could have got more. Here we go. As I say that, Paxton rips one into the shorts of number 16. He turns and fires off the goalie's stick. Isan's going to go around behind and stabs that one, temporarily delays the progress there. Tom goes, and I got to tell you, I'd like to see, you know, in hockey when the other defenseman starts getting more in the play.
Right.
I would like to see Tom start taking some more chances, kind of leave Soren on an island, but go ahead. I mean, the outcome of the game doesn't look to be, you know, it look like it's going to go in our favor. So go ahead and take some chances, get yourself in a play. Isan turns around, gets some open ice. Isan, he does, and he throws down, and he's not really chasing it. I don't know
Got
why.
a chase. He got the dump part.
So
right.
he's going over here to like guard the guy. Nice poke by Isan. So he was just playing possum.
He was playing possum.
In the So Isan was clearly playing possum. I was about to criticize him for not hustling, but he went over and set up shop on the blue line, and the guy came and he poked it away, and Jack was in the right place, that's for sure. 5-2, 2:42 to go in the game. Really great play, great effort all around, and hopefully the kids know that after the game that, man, can't say anything negative about your hustle, your heart, your play, and hopefully you learn something.
Yeah.
So, I don't know if you can see the action down there, but it looked like Stewie
I can
was.
see helmets.
Yep. So this is Elijah out with it. Elijah and Brexton. He flips to Brexton. Brexton throws one into the shorts of 15. Dang it. Oh, and Dotson. Yep. Dotson got to know somebody there, and hopefully he peels off of that because we don't want to be missing him anymore. Puck's thrown through into the skates, kicked out. Go get it. Up in the air. Come on, Brian. Yep, Brian sees it. You always worry about when the puck gets above head if the goalie's going to see it, right? It's almost like a shark. When the shark gets tipped over, they get confused, right? So when a goalie looks up, they get a little disoriented. People go down here, so I can't see. No arms in the air.
Oh, man.
Haggard just misses. So Haggard's going to turn and flip to Clark. Get that out of there, Clark. Come on, Bryce.
Oh, dang.
Bryce, stay with it. There you go. Okay, Bryce, get a shot. He does. Rips into the goalie. Perfect.
Gotta follow.
That's what we want all day. Bryce got the best wrist shot on the team, and that's why I call for 10 of those a game. If you can rip it at the goalie, he never fields it cleanly, right?
No.
So more.
They're youth goaltenders. They're going to give up some rebounds.
You remember early on in the game, Bryce ripped one off the pads, and Elvis somehow had it go to his backhand on the back door.
Did you see that play right there?
That was a perfect swing. And Elvis gives chase, pokes it away. Come get it, Soren. That away. Nice play there by Soren, and it ends up not working out, but really a good play. And Liam comes in and draft. Come out, Ryan, come out.
No!
Into the net. So
puts that in the third row.
Brian's been playing goalie for about 4 months, and he'll get this. But I think if he comes out farther out of the net, the dude doesn't get a shot off.
Yeah, and that's something I know that they want to work on with all goaltenders, but it's also something they tend not to because it gets confusing for them.
It does. Brian's been playing goalie since about February of this year when he was the backup goalie on Mikko's intermediate team, so he's new and talented, and that's why he makes so many good saves.
Right.
But on that one right there, I think if you come out, you don't give the guy a chance on that. But as it is, no damage. Nice play there by Sebastian, even though he's too low.
Soren's giving this guy the business here in the middle.
He really is. Okay,
funny.
Sebastian, I was watching Soren on the back end, telling the guy, get away from him. And Elvis is wide open. Bryce hits the pads. Get there, Sebastian.
Gotta follow it.
Okay, Bryce hits the pads exactly what you want him to do. But there you go. Sebastian bangs off the pass. Elvis, you're not on your spot. Elvis, turn and look. Skate towards the net. Oh, and that's just miserable, Elvis. So Elvis had a day and a half to take a look at the puck and threw it into the defenseman's sticks.
How much time is left there? I can't
we got 23 seconds left.
Bummer. Because we've been pressuring this whole period.
Yep. And those are the plays that we've stressed the most with him, that we want him on, because that's where a forward gets the puck constantly, is down where the goal line meets the boards, where you see that little red slash up there. And that's where we want to start making plays that help instead of plays that turn it over, right? Puck is thrown at net by Isan. He gives somebody the business there. Puck is wrapped around Isan. Dang it. Slapper.
That was
great action there. 5 seconds to go in the game, so that's the way it'll end. But great action to end the game. And
all right. Hey!
Hopefully everybody gives it up, boys.
What a fantastic
game. Elvis and who got the other one? Bryce?
Bryce got one, and who
was it? Bryce?
Yeah, Bryce got one. Or no, Elvis got.
No, it was Jack. Yeah,
we got.
Bryce had the great assist to Elvis,
that's what
and
I was
it was Isan that picked this one off on the blue line and found Jack, and Jack got the back of the net. The reason I guessed Bryce had one is because he had about 4 or 5 really nice looks there towards the end. Had a great look in the first period, and Elvis missed the backdoor chip in. I'm telling you what, there's a real possibility if you go back and look at the tape that we could have had 3 or 4 more goals.
Oh yeah.
And could they.
Oh yeah.
Henry did well for us. But all around, great effort.
Great effort. I couldn't have been prouder of these kids.
Yep. So great play. 96 comes to dap up the ref, and 96 was a problem for us. He's a tough kid. I mean, he had time in front of the net sometimes to shift hands, and one time I think he dusted the puck off. So, I mean, what are you gonna do with him though? Look how big he was, and but we started to push back. Like it got a little chippy, right?
I don't mind a little chippy. I don't mind that.
The time of Isan's hit, right? And so again, hats off to the boys. Thought they were fantastic.
And then what time do we play this afternoon? Sometime between 3 and 3:30.
Yeah, somewhere in the 3 o'clock time zone. So I'm going to turn the Avs game off for a second because I'll be able to throw that. And I'm sure I got 3:20. So I'm going to check my text too on my phone because someone probably told me I said something I shouldn't have or something like that. Oh, Carl said he was on the way. And so I didn't miss anything there.
Okay.
And got some Christmas card address requests, that type of stuff. So nothing missed hockey related. We'll see what was on the crossbar. I thought I had something there. Brian's. Oh yeah, good job, Brian's parents say.
Yeah.
Oh, that's just right now.
Oh.
I think. Or earlier. So either way, let's just take it as yes. They're saying, hey, way to go, good job.
Yeah.
Because I think all the parents need to get down there, give the kids a hug, tell them you play better than we play.
Yeah.
And it's such a pleasure to watch you.
Oh yeah. Tough tournament, but you get tough tournaments, stiff competition, and I like stiff competition. So
Well, I
Why
tell you
not,
what,
you know.
I go into this game this afternoon with Lafayette expecting to win.
Oh yeah, if they play like this,
Yeah. Can you
it's
play like? Can
not
you duplicate
even-
that?
It's not even going to be a game if they can play like this.
Is that the biggest lesson in sports and in life for them? Is okay. I told the boys before the game, you got nothing to lose. Go out there and just see what you have. Even if you're playing the Avalanche, like I mentioned earlier, it doesn't matter. You're playing DU. Just see what you can do against these kids, and then you come out and you see this kind of effort. So I don't care who the jerseys are the next game.
No.
Play hockey like it's in between your ears, not theirs.
Right.
Just play your game and pass like that. And one of these days, I think the passes are going to start connecting more.
They are. They're getting closer and closer
Right.
and closer. So it went from turn and fire to now it's they're looking and trying
Yeah.
to make a pass. So now it's just let's zero that in.
Yeah, good
you
play.
know?
And sometimes we lose sight of that in a lot of other aggravating things that go on in and around the, just, I mean, you didn't look there, blah, 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 blah. But the main goal is at the end of the year, are you better than you were at the beginning of the year?
Yeah. You can't be
And-
linear. It's got to be at an upward angle.
Right, and by the way-
there's dips and valleys all season for every team. So-
1A and 1B though, did you have fun?
Right.
Because if you're not, don't lose sight of that. That's what we're doing this for.
Yep.
So
So
320.
320.
This is the green rink, so we'll be, I don't know where we'll be, I shouldn't say
Yeah,
that.
it doesn't
So
matter.
320, join us if you can. We'll be playing Lafayette. Are we going to be the Locos or the Trains this time?
And we'll be locos.
We're going back to the Loco
Yeah, it was
essay?
funnier.
Hopefully I'm not offending anybody on that.
No.